Hello. Let's work on some Bitwig music this morning. I've got a song called Rye Porridge. It's not really a song yet. It's a sketch. This will hopefully end up on a work in progress album called Epicycles. And let's take a listen. So I've got three essentially, maybe actually two chord progressions I'll combine, and some drum rhythm and variation. So let's check it out. Something like that. It gets the basic idea. I just remembered I can perform those here. Makes it a little easier. So yeah, we might sketch in a few more of these drum variations. Also, using randomization helps, so it'll naturally vary itself. These are very short loops. In other words, there's only one major loop. So to turn a one major loop into a multiple major variation, we can use randomization. I also just remembered this will count the number of loops, and you can have events that apply only like tom hits on like the fourth playthrough. So let's try that real quick. Let's see, how are we editing here? Oh, that was actually the first one. Now here's the one where I'm going to try this. And I think that I can select these and, oh no, that's not the right one. I don't understand how to use this fill mode on and off. Let's duplicate. But it's essentially what I'm trying to create is a little drum fill right here. Small drum fill. This is the repeat. This is the probability. So on first, no, never first, with previous, without previous. essentially what I'm trying to do is create a drum fill. Can I customize this? How do I toggle drum fill on? Let me just ask ChatGPT. In Bitwig Studio, how do I toggle fill mode on and off? You can assign a keyboard shortcut to settings, preferences, under controllers, or shortcuts. On-screen control is available in your version. Some versions of Bitwig Studio may feature on-screen controls for performance features like fill mode, especially in the clip launcher during the performance. There's probably a button for it. I should check the manual. So yeah, ChatGPT's not really sure about this either. It's not a well-documented feature. I've been reading the whole Bitwig manual, and I literally looked for fill mode. I've read almost the entire manual, and it has only been mentioned, but not how to use it. Like they mentioned this under the operators. They mentioned that the if has this fill mode, so which is self-documented here. There's a lot to Bitwig. And usually you can pin, so automation right, overdub. See, these are pinned. Enable groove, you can pin the groove mode. Here's the groove. Configuring the groove, there's the metronome. It's already kind of pinned. What's this? No. Fill, used by operators is pinned. Okay, it looks like this. There it is. Nice, okay, right there. So I'll probably want a keyboard shortcut for that. All right, it was there the whole time. Fill, used by operators, off or on. I guess it's. So that's one idea. What I'm trying to do is find a workflow that lets me easily create fills in Bitwig to delineate song sections, more or less. You know, this verse will repeat 4 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 3, and I don't want to have to count it all the time. That's what I'm hoping the software will count it for me. 4. Turn it on. Cue it up. Now. Oh, and that's the other problem, is that if I turn on, with this arrangement that I've got, the loops being so short, 1 measure loops, I have to turn on fill mode or make the loop longer. Turn on fill mode a little bit later or make the... It's tricky. Okay. There'll be a way. I will find a way. But I thought I could count. I was hoping that I could count here. I was mistaken. Recurrence. Please zoom in. I'll read it one more time. After n, there doesn't seem to be like a global state where it's counting the number of loops. But although arguably on first or never first is a bit of depending on global state, but not a counter. So there's another way, would be to make the loop longer and then put the fill in the appropriate place. So to do that, in an event. So how do I extend a pattern within an event? These are events, as far as I understand. Each of these blocks is an event. Here's an event. It can be audio or media events. And then I want to repeat this pattern within the event without drawing it in manually. Just copy and paste it. But I think there's like a shortcut for it. Open the MIDI clip, double click the arranger, and then select the MIDI notes, duplicate the notes. Once your notes are selected, press Control D to duplicate, adjust the placement. Use the loop feature. If you want, you can continuously loop it, refine your loop. Okay. There's a shortcut for drawing in repeated patterns, but that's essentially what we're going to do is just extend our thingy, select our notes, and actually just move these, zoom. But then these can be Command D, duplicate. Hey, that actually works. It just does it to the right, like you would expect. So if I do that again, boom. But let me just try this again. If I select them now, I see. There's this little line. This is all, just learning the tool. But when I adjusted those, then okay, I have to just be careful. The line is going to start drawing here. Okay, Command D. There we go. Now, I'm just thinking there's another way of doing this, is extending or expanding the loop. Yeah, so that gives me another loop here. But anyway, all right. The preserving chance is what I'm after, so there's some variation here. See how it's just kind of a bit repetitious. It's the same thing, which is basically how I was playing it. All right, so what we'll do is work similarly. I'm going to record this piano, and I don't need this to be armed, so we can stop that. Just quick time check. I started a bit late this morning. Hey, what's up, Von Boff? Welcome. Thanks for checking out the stream. Yeah, these are nice mellow piano chords, aren't they? This is also not diatonic progression. I'll show you how I made it real quick if you're still there. And if I go to the device view, it's essentially, I didn't make this, I didn't describe this above. I should write down the chord progression, but it's essentially 3 patterns. So it's a G, D major, and C. So this is diatonic. It's like a 1, 5, 4. Somewhere in the key of G there. But then I hop over here. And if I just show you the circle, so it was this 1, 5, 4. But then we hop over here to A flat, A sharp, or B flat. B flat, 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 B flat over D, and I'm using inversions, then A minor, and then C major. So we're gonna hop really big here. So this is using a chromatic mediant, I think, B flat, or at least it's. I don't know if it's. No, it's not the mediant. But it's a. This is not diatonic, at least. This should be B diminished, but it sounds better as a major. And then the third pattern is the same, B flat. And then we hop over here to this D. Now this is not a mediant, but it's bringing us back to G. It's the 5 of G that reestablishes it. It's a big jump. Interesting. All right, I'll have to remember this. Figured it out theoretically, but then we're going to use this now as the basis of some arpeggios and everything like that. Yeah, cool. The scalar tool is a helpful tool for composing these chord progressions, and it has a lot of features like helping you modulate between keys and things like that. So I'm going to try this idea. This should play 3 times, and then this should play once to kind of bring us back to the home key of G. And so rather than kind of keeping my eye on that and doing that manually, which I've been doing, I can record that here and then drag it back onto the grid. With Bitwig, you can go back and forth. It's pretty cool. So if I arm the track and I get ready for recording, then I just start this one playing. We'll just count. 1, 2. I just saw I made a mistake. So we'll undo that. I've got loop mode enabled. That's what I didn't want that to happen. Now it'll just give me a full. Let's try it again. Arm and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. And then what I do is I can consolidate this. Let me just edit this. But hop in here with the E button. And I have to select both of these and then hit Command J to consolidate them. So now we've got a full loop, and you can see it stopped right before the 9. So I'll just fix that. Actually, this is I think that's the thing. And what I can do is then take this consolidated loop back onto the grid. Boink. There we go. And basically can think about whether I'll delete these two. But so we'll have like a, if I play this whole scene now, it does the work for me. Very cool. And I like the ride during this sort of chorus, or the B section. So let's go with that. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do with these. I'll probably delete them. I just don't want to do that too early. Because this is sort of like the turnaround back to the key. Let's add a little arpeggio so we have some more melodic variation. And for this I'm going to use, I'm going to break out of the Bitwig and go into like Arturia. So we got Arturia has lab. We'll go into the Arturia lab, analog lab, and by default it just pops me to the keys. But we can just check out some others. I'm looking for just like something bright maybe, and quick, with a quick envelope. Here's another piano. Jazz organ. Those are very pretty. Those are pretty as well. Nice 808. Let's see how this sounds. Nice. Pretty good. So I could either record a melody like that. Now that was actually a really good sounding melody there. And one feature that Bitwig doesn't have, that coming from Logic, sort of missing, is this capture recording. I could have just recorded that, and sometimes you forget to record, but Logic has a button that will capture what you just played. So it's always listening. It's always ready. So maybe we'll do a manual recording here, and I'll have something else for the arpeggiator, because this is a nice mellow lead. I'll leave the sound design all for later. I'm just going to use presets for now. Book of Memories, pretty chill. So to do that, I just record. I click this button, and it's going to count me in. Whoops, fix that. Yeah, we'll make a quick fix. So this should be D major. And where did I do that? It should be right. Let me think here. Well, let's listen to it. There it is. This F. Let's cancel. Gosh. The quit keyboard shortcut is the same almost as quantize. I wonder if this is an eighth note melody. Straight 8, quantize the ends. I think it already had done that during the recording. Okay, so that's 1A. Let's do A prime or A2. And then we'll do some B, a couple of B. So it'll be the same pianos, chords, and just different melody. Now I think it's also quantizing here. Looks like it. These are all quantized to eighth note, start and end. So let's hear it. Yeah, thanks, Von Buff. I'm trying to kind of create music that helps, myself relax and other people. It's kind of a therapeutic practice. Let's just do a couple of these. Ooh. When those chords are going so far out of around the circle of fifths, but the melody is staying in the same place, it adds like an eerie, almost sort of like adds real uncanny type feel to it. That's very interesting. I didn't think about that because the melody is sort of staying in place, but the chords are traveling. It's like having a long distance relationship. Those are a little bit uncanny, I guess. Let's check that out again. Alrighty, right, the first note. Not bad there. That's right, it's just... Certainly does feel more at home when we come back to that. Well, let me think about that. Let's do one more for this A section, and I think what I'll do is just have a B block that I'll kind of pull apart here. So there's a clear delineation. I know I'm in A and B sections while I'm composing these. What Eric Whitaker calls the golden brick, where I could literally make all these gold colored. I'm going to leave the colors as they are so I can differentiate the tracks. But the golden brick is like the main substance of your composition, like all the elements together, but not the arrangement. So it's like the core. So it's like a brick. It's just like all layered up. And then you can make an arrangement from that later. I have an example in another project I can show real quick. File open. Actually, if I do this button, it's here under spring cleaning. It leaves my Rye Porridge project open. Spring clearing. I need to rename this because I had a typo when I published the track. I put an R in there. Clearing, spring clearing. Yeah, but it actually works because it's like kind of both cleaning your space, but also clearing your space, your head space, and other parts of life. So here's an example of like an arrangement, a whole arrangement that's now uploaded on a couple places, Open Game Art and SoundCloud and stuff. But here's my grid. Originally I made the grid. I have essentially two golden bricks. So brick part A and brick part B. And like when I play the audio engine, well, let's just go ahead and play real quick. And I gotta hop off here anyway. This one's been mastered, so it's a lot louder. So this is the A part, and then the B sounds a little bit like. Sorry, super loud here. I don't know if it's super loud there, but that's the result of mastering. You get a big boost when I'm targeting these loudness. So that's the idea. I got two golden bricks. So what I'm here making in Rye Porridge is my initial golden bricks. Then I'll more than likely arrange this one for the album. Eventually I'll think about performing these, but I don't have any opportunities right now for live performance. But all right, it's 9 a.m. so I should hop off and get ready for work. This has been another Bitwig music session, working on the track Rye Porridge. I'll play out on just the current status of the project so we can see the before and after. The beginning of the video is the before, and then the end of the video is after. Thanks for stopping by, Von Boff. It's nice to have people to chat with while working on creative endeavors. So here's the current state of the project. Something like that. And a little bit of live performance there. Great. Have a nice day. Hope you're doing well. And maybe see you around the stream. Keep on doing what's inspiring to you. I hope you're making your creative visions come to life. Have a great day.